Some of us are going to have another wet night ahead of us, and unfortunately a lot of those showers will likely be continuing on into the early morning. So you might want to be on the safe side and grab your rain gear as you head out the door tomorrow. But thankfully a lot of the more widespread, really heavy rain is going to be in the overnight period. So we really won't have to deal with that when we wake up, other than the fact we might have a couple puddles out there. So still seeing that alert day going through tomorrow morning because of that flash flooding potential for the heavy rainfall. It's going to be affecting all areas, but really the main concern for the flash flooding comes in very localized areas. So we should really all be concerned, or at least prepared for it, but it's only going to be affecting a small portion of us. But let's track it out. We have an idea of where that portion will be likely, and that's likely looking to be just north of I-90 and south of I-94. So really the folks that have been seeing a lot of rainfall in the past week or so are going to have the most of it coming through again tonight, which could cause for some issues. We'll see the more widespread, heavier rain coming in shortly after midnight in the form of a line staying just north of I-90. As we go later on into the overnight period, we'll continue to see another batch of thunderstorms again along that same area. Once we get into the morning hours, the thunderstorms become a little bit more scattered in nature, still prevalent out there, but you might be lucky enough to dodge some of them when you head out the door, not really looking at the more widespread stuff that we're seeing overnight. By the afternoon, a lot of the scattered thunderstorms should be out of the way. We'll get a short break, a short dry break, but it's still going to be fairly cloudy out there. It's going to be muggy too. By the evening hours, we could see a couple more isolated thunderstorms popping up, but really by then, a lot of the heavier rainfall risk should be out of the area, and we should be dry once we go into Monday night. Here's our rainfall totals, though. You can see it's another narrow band where we're seeing the heaviest rainfall again, looking to be north of I-90 and south of I-94 for now, looking like it's going to be getting through Buffalo and Trempealeau County once again, but really anybody within that corridor should be prepared to possibly see another 2 to 3 inches of rain. Everybody else looking to see around an inch or less, just another good healthy dosage of that rain. The good news is this will likely be the last batch that we have. Rain chances really drop off as we go throughout the rest of the week, maybe a slight chance to see some more rain as we go into Friday, but it's looking like we have a mostly dry week ahead of us once this overnight stuff moves out of the area. Tonight's lows still staying fairly warm out there. We'll be staying in the upper 60s for areas further south, and lower 60s for folks north of I-94. And then tomorrow's high is not going to be too bad, but it will still feel muggy out there, so it's not going to be the most comfortable conditions. Dew points still staying in the low 70s, but that'll come to an end once we go into Tuesday. We see our temperatures dropping back to near average, or average high 81 now, and that humidity is going to be dropping with it. So we still have that muggy and humid day as we go into tomorrow, seeing dew points staying in the low and mid 70s, but after that going to feel much more comfortable, still a little bit noticeable, especially through those morning hours with the higher dew points, but other than that, nothing like we've been seeing with the humidity the last few days. Temperatures will drop. They'll really drop once we get towards the end of this week as well. Next weekend, actually maybe even a little bit chilly throughout the morning hours. Some of us will see our lows dropping below 50 degrees, and our highs will be staying at some point in the low 70s. So it's, again, we keep saying it's feeling like early fall out there, but we are getting towards the end of August already, so it's not unusual to start to see those temperatures.
You know, we have rain coming in, but at least it's not snow. It could be worse.
Yeah, too soon for that. Too soon.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Nicole.